Arby's done a great job over at Rebel for a while, but I've had to pull up twice now for a couple of things. This happened today. This is big news. So some people brought forward a case against the chief health officer against the vaccination health orders, but the issue is they called it mandatory vaccination health orders, and that's Rebel News. They're technically not mandatory because in the case that was done today, they finally came to a conclusion. This is what was reported. So in his reasons for dismissing the challenge, Justice B. Jones said, so far as the right to bodily integrity is concerned, it is not violated as the impugned orders do not authorize the involuntary vaccination of anyone. Now, that's saying that the vaccines are not mandatory. Okay? Right there is saying involuntary, there is no involuntary vaccination. So vaccinations are not mandatory. And Arby, look, love your work, but he said breaking mandatory vaccination health orders issued have been upheld. They're not mandatory. The difference between the state mandating it and the workplace is a big issue, because if it was the state or the government, the Commonwealth, that said you have to have it, then you're going to have a legal battle, and this would have been different. But a lot of very smart people, probably a lot of very smart lawyers, got together and they said, okay, if we have the state mandate it, you're going to have legal issues. But if you just say it's up to the people to get it, and then it's up to the workplaces to decide what they want to do, then it's okay. Then it's up to them. Now, someone else commented on this as well and said, well, we're going to have to get ready to sue the companies. Now, the issue with that, you can't sue the companies because, especially with conditions of entry to, like, if you're talking about the hotels association, like with pubs, clubs and all that, and any other place where an actual premises where they say you can't come to work unless you're vaccinated, you can't challenge that unless it's a medical exemption, which they allow for. A lot of very smart people, because under the Anti-Discrimination Act, it doesn't cover medical decisions like that, your choice to not take the vaccine. It only covers protected things like age, gender, sex, race, but it does cover like legit medical issues. So if you have a legit medical issue that doesn't allow you to get vaccinated, there's the exemption, and you have an exemption, there it is. That is fine within the Anti-Discrimination Act. But if you just choose not to take it, you can't sue your workplace or any place you go to, because they have conditions of entry they can determine. And as long as they're not breaching the Anti-Discrimination Act by not letting you in, there's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do.